Good morning, everybody. I heard a car go. It's mom mode, and we're on a very cold Sunday morning in November walk with the dogs. It's freezing. Freezing. Uh, a couple of days ago, I don't want to get ahead of Lauren. That's my daughter. Here she is. I don't want to get ahead because I always want on walks Plato to lead when we do the morning walk. Other walks, I'll let them go separately. 2 days ago, I did a video and I discussed Plato and how we ended up with Plato. I'm going to talk about it today. How's that? It's 8:32 Eastern Standard Time in New Jersey, friends, and it's about 27 degrees. It hasn't gone up nor down since 4:15 this morning. It's cold. It's a cold November Sunday morning, friends. It is cold. We've got Gretchen and we've got the Shih Tzu, Plato. Let's talk. Today we're going to talk about Plato. Plato ended up in Newark being tied to a tree in Newark Park. It's called Newark Dog Park, but it seems like people have a habit of leaving their dogs tied to trees in Newark Park. It ended up being that a store owner noticed he was a puppy. Store owner noticed that he was abandoned because he was there, I believe, overnight. It could have been 2 days. Again, purebred Shih Tzu puppy. What happens then? They take him and they put him at the Newark SPCA. Immediately, being a purebred Shih Tzu, he was adopted, which is fantastic. My daughter's going to hand me over. We try not to waste bags. Here you go. So so Plato was sent to the Newark SPCA where he was up for adoption, and being a purebred Shih Tzu, because these dogs are a couple of $1,000s, the Shih Tzus, he was adopted immediately, and also being a puppy. He was adopted by a woman who bought the dog for her mother. Here he is, who was in her 80s. Puppy and a woman in her 80s. Not a good mix. So what happened to Plato, the Shih Tzu, right there? Well, the woman brought Plato in to get groomed. And who was there but a rescue? The rescue was a woman who ran a shelter in East Brunswick, New Jersey, and she offered to take the Shih Tzu from her. Number one, costly. It was to take care of his grooming needs. And he was a puppy. He was too much. Plato was too much for her. So, but we're talking about the Shih Tzu Plato. So the rescue took hold of Plato. So they posted him on Pet Finders, and we found Plato on Pet Finders. Why did we adopt Plato? We had adopted 2 dogs from a rescue in Pennsylvania. Sadly, a lot of the rescues in New Jersey made it very difficult to adopt a dog. The paperwork, it was crazy. But it was very easy to adopt these 2 dogs from Pennsylvania from a rescue. And the woman who I dealt with, to this day, I'm still very close friends with. We adopted Ginger and Fred. One was a Maltese, the other was a Bichon. They were both from Amish breeders. They also were at Newark Shelter, but I didn't know that. I got it straight from the rescue woman. Well, after 3.5 years, Fred, the Bichon, died of cardiac disease. And I wanted a companion for Ginger, the Maltese. So that's why we adopted Plato as a companion. And believe me, the first 3 days were rough. Plato being a little puppy, Ginger was older, maybe 8. Plato was stealing all her toys. It was the cutest thing, but Ginger didn't care. She wasn't a toy dog. She played every now and then, but she wasn't concerned. Then we have Plato finally went to something Ginger did like, which was her treats, her chewy. Did not like at all the fact that Plato was taking now her food, her chewy, the thing she loved very, very much. So it ended up being that, excuse me. It ended up being that very, very upset. I apologize. Ginger was very upset, and he was also bullying Plato. You know, Ginger was being very docile for the first 2 days. And I was worried because he would attack her. If she went near her food, if she went to her toys, he would attack her. Finally, I said to my husband, I think we did the wrong thing. This is not the right dog. He's too young. It ended up being that on the 3rd day, she put her foot down, Ginger, and she put Plato in his place. She did not allow him to take her chewy or her food. And it was that moment that she went after him. Did no biting, just the growling, and jumped near him. Could have jumped on him too. To tell him, don't you dare. And that's how it started, friends. That's how it started with Plato. And after that, they were the very best of friends. Truly, truly the very best of friends. I couldn't have wanted anything more than to see their relationship. She treated him like he was her puppy. She let him bite her legs. She would nuzzle him. They slept near each other. It was the most beautiful, healthy relationship. Then Ginger passed away, the Maltese. And that was a heartbreak. But she was old, and we then would go out every now and then. And some places they don't allow dogs. I couldn't take Plato, and I felt he needed a companion. Well, the companion was Gretchen. And the companion Gretchen was aggressive towards him. Not in the very beginning. Not in the very beginning. And she was a con. In the beginning, for the first 3 weeks, she was very loving. Then after 3 weeks, we found her personality emerge, and she was aggressive. And we realized that it was like a completely different dog. We didn't know what was going on with Gretchen. But that's a whole nother story. Plato is very loving, very affectionate. He knows his role. That's the Shih Tzu. He knows his role in the family. He is like a sibling to my humans kids, and he's like a child to me. He's not trying to be alpha. He's just. We are very blessed with the animals we had. Gretchen, she challenged us, and she continues to challenge us. But that's life. We don't get a perfect picture, a perfect person. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. With Plato, the only thing about Plato that bothers me is he has a tendency of rolling in other dogs' poop. It just freaks me out. I don't know what's going on there. But for some reason, we have to watch him. He's a little freak. But he did it when we went to Blumig Kennel. Oh, so what happened was a woman from Blumig Kennel, she took him, posted him on Pet Finders. We went and adopted him. Our first introduction of Plato was him eating another dog in the kennel's poop, which we immediately drove to our vet, Dr. Sain, S-A-I-N, at Red Bank Vet in Tinton Falls. We immediately drove to Red Bank Vet, handed them over, because they said to us, oh, he has every blood work, he has this, he has that. No, I immediately, seeing the dog eat somebody else's poop, Plato, as a he was only not even a year old when we adopted him. When immediately adopted him, even though the rescue said we did everything, I did not trust it, drove straight to the vet, had Plato completely vetted again, all blood work, and found out that he had a parasite that in a few years could have killed him. And that he was, for a couple of years, given once a year, if the levels, I guess, were higher, was given a special medicine for like months, 2 months. And Ginger had to be given it so she didn't contract it. Now, here's a rescue telling me we did all the vetting. No, I didn't take it. I'm not taking chances with my kids in the house, another animal in the house. I completely did the vetting. That's Plato's story. Plato has had dental disease. He's been, I think he had three. Plato had 3 dentals. Shih Tzus have flat faces. That's Shih Tzu right there with my daughter. And they are prone to dental disease. Some people think, you bring your dog to a dentist? Yeah, hell yeah. Just like you go to a dentist, they have teeth, and their teeth can rot, and their teeth can break, and they get cavities, and they get mega infections. Plato had a dastardly mouth. And yes, he had 3 dentals. I think one time they took 6 teeth. You know, when he opens his mouth, you'll see that one of his teeth has been removed. When he smiles, you'll see a little gap. It's a cute little gap, but it's a gap. That's Plato right there. Hi, good morning. This is snowy winter. Snowy winter, good day to you too. Where are you from? I'd love to hear where everybody's from. And I hope you can subscribe, because subscribe doesn't cost anything. Neither does liking or sharing. It doesn't cost anything. And commenting is so important because it tells me, well, first of all, I could learn things from you. That's Plato, the Shih Tzu, and that's Gretchen, the silky-haired terrier. So I have to back her up in case... He's eating. He ate something. Plato, why do you do that? I don't know what was here. He ate something, baby. Well, out of his mouth. Lauren, can you get it out? No. Well, I don't know. I don't know what he ate. This is the dilemma. I don't know what was in the grass there. You know, somebody could have put something and not good. If you see him hanging out too long, please don't do that. Please pull him away. That's the problem with Plato. Anyway, now I have to get my train of thought back. If subscribing, liking, sharing, comment doesn't cost anything. You know, subscribing is free. It helps the content creator know that you like their content and that you are interested in looking at their product, their videos, their shorts, their lives. If you go on subscribe, it'll say all. Like that means every time I post, you'll get notified. Or it says highlights. So it'll be very specific as to what you want to view. If you hit subscribe, it'll give you an option to choose. Choose all. I'd like you to see everything. I would love you to see everything. Good morning. Good day, everybody. Where are you from? This is our morning walk. I think I'm going to do the morning walks and just have a conversation and give you a little bit of background on the dogs, my family, what we do, and what I do just to give you a little bit of info on us, our lives. This is the little area, the forest area that the deer come from. This is part of it. There's another one too. It's all back here. It's all the way down on this side. We get a lot of beautiful, the bucks that are coming out are just exquisite, really exquisite. Here's Plato. Do you hear the birds? Maybe not. It's hard unless the phone is close to you. Tell me where you're from, everybody. Give me a little bit of info. I did an earlier video this morning. I went to show you Tiger, the cat, in the garage, but he had already left. He hangs around out here. I don't know. It was really cold, so I was shocked that he went out. But he did. I put 2 heaters on at about 4:15 in the morning. And then I think it did a video around 6-ish to show everybody, but he had already gone. And 5 minutes before that, he was there, so he already left. I fluffed his little blanket on his house. It's a fleece blanket. And then I showed you the cats in the basement. Of course, Orange and Cleopatra were fighting because there's a new toy. Come on, Mama. There's a new toy. Come on, don't do that. And Orange, which I was shocked, Orange got the toy before. Actually, it's like a piece of furniture for the cats, netted. They love it. Oh, she's going to the bathroom. But I discussed the other foster cat that we have, Princess Raven. She's so scared. Cleopatra's just, I love her, but she's torturing her in that basement. She doesn't want her to play with any of her toys. She doesn't want her to be there. It's difficult. It's very difficult. Tell me where you're from, friends. I see some people on. I'd love to know where in the world you're from. Where are you all from? We are near, no, miss. She's going near the drains, and I have to tell you, inside the drains lurk cats, and I've seen cats go in the drain. Cleopatra is known to have dwelled. My cat, Cleopatra, would live in the drain, the storm drains. So did Princess Raven. And then I'm trying to think, who else? Raccoons. I've seen raccoons go in the storm drain, so that kind of freaked me out. Raccoons will harm a cat. Definitely kittens, but will harm. Let's go. Let's go, miss. It's a very cold day. It was 27 degrees this morning, so I was a little worried about the cat in the garage, but he seems to be faring well with a fleece blanket. I think he might have been in the house too at night. All right. And if you notice, for any cats that are living outside, there's the cat house that I put. See that one? That's behind for any cats. That is a thermal cat house. So if there is, here, can you see it over here? There it is. So that is insulated. So the body heat of the cat will warm the whole thing up, warm itself up, warm inside of it up. Let me take this off of her. Now she's in the backyard. She's in the backyard, friends. It's a lovely backyard. I turn this every day, but it feels wet. So now I got to put it up here. It's wet. See, it's shiny, it's wet. Hopefully she doesn't go on the grass. They love to play back here. So far, I gave her the Movoflex. She and Plato, the Movoflex. It's a joint supplement. And I noticed a big difference, maybe minutes after I gave it to her, in the way she was walking. So I'm praying that was the deal breaker. The doctor felt their joints and said that they were crunching. I'll show you. I'll go inside. I'll show you what the Movoflex looks like. There she is. She's in the backyard. So I also have to check to see if these guys have food. I clean this area. If you saw the other video, they just, some guy, the guys doing the lawns, they throw all kinds of crap. Yeah, there's some food here. I could take this away. This froze. This is frozen. You don't want this. But there's hard food. I'm gonna leave it. They need water. That's what I have to do. I keep forgetting I have to order bowls for out here. But I have to order a bowl that's made for the outdoors. That won't freeze the water. I have them. I'm gonna have to. I have the ones that you plug in, the heated ones, but I gotta check. I gotta check and see what I have to do for that, because I don't know how I'm going to keep it plugged in. I don't have a plug right here, out here. I don't have a plug right here. I don't have a plug here. Wait, maybe I do. Is that a plug? Hold on. I can't see from here. I have to ask my husband. I don't know if that's a plug right there. Interesting. I'm going to have him check over here and see if he sees a plug. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know what that is over there. I just saw this. Look what I'm looking at now. I got to find out what's to the, here, to the, this thing over here. We have to close it because we don't need any pipes bursting. Come on, I'll show you the Movoflex. I'm going in the house now. The deer were already out. The female deer were out this morning. Oh. Yeah, there's Plato. Look. There's Plato. They left him. They abandoned him. And when he was a puppy, how could you abandon him? People are crazy. People are crazy. Here's the forgive me, the bird seed my husband put out. All right, come on. Don't eat food on you. There's a forest area back there. You'll see the deer come from back there. They love that area. All right, let's get up here. I'll show everybody the Movoflex, and then I'll let you go. Oh, Lauren, shut that music off for me. I'll shut it off. I'll shut it off. I'll shut it off. If you watch my short, that was on the music for the short. Dean Martin. There's the Movoflex. Here's the Movoflex. This is what is the joint supplement that the vet at Red Bank Vet said to use. Excellent. And this is edible coconut oil. It is cold pressed, unrefined, organic, virgin coconut oil. Raw paws, pet food. For dogs and cats. Do you see that? Very good for them. But the Movoflex is the joint supplement. Friends, I'm going to let you go. This was the discussion on Plato, the beautiful Shih Tzu. I wish everybody a spectacular Sunday and have fun today. He's leaving.